What's up? Quazi here, and today I'm in this beautiful park in Boston called Ringer Park. It's right by campus where I live, and I decided I want to talk to you today about fear and how it's blocking the law of attraction for you. Now, before I begin, let me explain to you how the feeling of fear really works. What's going to happen is once you feel fear, it's a temporary feeling state, so it's going to pass. Any sort of feeling that you go throughout your life, it's just temporary. Your thoughts, your feelings, they're all temporary. And what happens is these thoughts come and go of their own accord. So thoughts are basically just data in versus data out. And the problem is we attach a lot of beliefs. Once you start to believe what you think and what you feel and you really buy into it and you start to identify with it, that's when the problem arises. So anyway, the feeling of fear, it's something that manifests in your body. So you'll see that when you feel fear, it's going to occur somewhere in this region. So in your solar plexus from your throat to your belly area. And why fear is so detrimental to the law of attraction is because fear is hindering you from doing the things you need to do. And fear is also tunnel visioning you to focus on things you want to avoid rather than things you want to actually focus on getting and manifesting into your life. So again, feeling makes you reactive and not proactive. And as choosers of our own reality, we want to be proactive all the time. So anyway, fear is bad, and fear, again, according to David R. Hawkins, it calibrates at the level of 100. So on the scale of consciousness here, you'll see that fear calibrates only at a level of 100, which means it is neither life-sustaining nor neutral, but rather it's life-consuming. And anything that's life-consuming drains your energy and makes you more reactive. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can actually get rid of fear and actually deal with it and control it. So, as you know, fear is a temporary feeling state, and all feeling states come and go. So the key point here is you don't react to the fear and you don't resist it. So whatever you resist will persist. So as that fear comes to you and you feel it in your body, what you do is you utilize the surrender mechanism. So that's the first step. What you can do to actually get rid of fear is to surrender it. And I'll share the surrender mechanism video below, but the surrender mechanism is very key in moving from the lower energy states to higher energy states. So you'll see that once you surrender fear, more of it will come up, and before it gets any better, it's going to get worse, unfortunately. Now I want to share with you technique 2 in dealing with your fear. And this is also a very powerful technique, and it has taken me years and years to actually be able to do this naturally. But before I share technique 2 with you, I want to share with you the idea of social anxiety. A lot of the times we're going through our daily lives, and a lot of us deal with social anxiety of what people are thinking of us, are people judging us, and this comes from an evolutionary idea of tribes. So whenever we would do something that's out of line and not consistent with the tribe's goals, we would get shunned out of the tribe. And that evolutionary fear, unfortunately, has lingered on within us for years and years. And now it's still, even in the 21st century, it's still affecting us, even though we technically, to the visible eye, don't live in tribes. But what technique I'm going to share with you is the technique of approaching one person every single day. So what you're going to do is, in the coffee line, in the public transport, wherever you are, just talk to one person every single day. Just ask them how the weather is, what their name is, or how they're doing today. Just wish them well. Just share great energy. And once you do this, you'll see that social anxiety slowly disappears. And once social anxiety disappears, you don't live in that constant state of fear of what people are thinking of you. And once you eliminate that fear, what's going to happen is a powerful change in your internal perception of the world. And once this shift occurs, what's going to happen is that baseline level of fear and anxiety that you carry throughout your body, it's just naturally going to dissipate. And you'll see that once you get rid of fear, slowly, you'll see that more opportunities are presenting themselves. See, a key idea of the reality transurfing by Vadim Zeland is the idea of expanding your comfort zone. Once you expand your comfort zone and you're not reactive to the events in your life, what happens is opportunities start to present themselves and outer intent starts to manifest for you. So remember the video I did before on desire, inner intent, and outer intent? Let me explain that one more time. Desire is basically your own inner resolve to get something. Inner intention is basically your inner resolve to act in order to get something. And outer intention is it's the actual inner resolve to have something. So it doesn't matter on what you do or what you desire, it's rather how you have it. It doesn't matter which way it comes to you, it just matters that you choose your reality and it manifests for you. So outer intention primarily uses the powers of nature to let things manifest for you. But that doesn't mean to say that you just sit at your home and start visualizing and don't take action on your own, because the energy bucket still has to fill up to the brim in order for your reality to manifest, and the only way you can do that is through massive action taking. So anyway, fear is going to massively help you, and the elimination of fear is going to change your law of attraction capabilities. Okay, so now I want to share with you the third technique that's going to help you massively get rid of fear and actually get you into a mindset of tackling fear head on. See, the way to get rid of fear is you can either surrender it or you have to tackle it head on. And the most effective way, unfortunately, is to tackle your fears head on. So whatever fear you feel about social situations or events that are occurring in your life, what you can do is you can reframe them into excitement. So the next time you have a big exam or a big interview even, what you can do is, instead of identifying with it as fear, reframe it and call it excitement. So you'll say, well, I have a big exam tomorrow. I'm feeling a lot of the stiff feeling in my solar plexus area. And what you can do is, instead of calling it, I'm feeling fear, you can say, I'm excited to take this test. I'm excited to get it done with, and I'm excited to see how I'm gonna do in this test. So once you reframe that, what happens is your mind starts to identify with the qualities of excitement. So it's literally going to be like a roller coaster ride for you. So any big event that's going to come up, if you reframe this into excitement, this is a very powerful technique, and it's literally going to change the way you perceive your reality. Because a lot of the reality that we're perceiving is crafted by the lens through which we perceive it. So if you slide the lens of, well, this isn't fear, this is excitement, what's going to happen is it is going to become excitement. It's going to start taking the qualities of excitement. Those are the three techniques, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm also growing a massive Facebook group for those of you who are interested in the techniques that I've been sharing and I've been getting good results with. And if you want to join, click in the link in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.